Assalamu alaikum. In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. This is virtual class of Pakistan International School Thai. I am Muhammad Yasin. This English class is for the students of grade 10. We are doing lesson 3. This is our 6th video in this class. In our today's lesson, we shall do remaining exercises of Unit 3. While doing these exercises, we shall learn about pronouns, personal pronouns, degrees of adjectives, arrangement of adjectives, use of will and be going to, writing the summary of the poem, and writing a paragraph. Dear students, this is the preparation of next exercise of Unit 3. Here you can see personal pronoun. Personal pronoun, when used as subject, there are two cases. As a subject, it can be singular. As a subject, it can be plural. When it is singular, it will be I, it will be we, you, he, she, it. Dear students, personal pronoun can be used as a first person, second person, as a third person. When personal pronoun is used as a first person, it can be singular, it can be plural. As a second person, it can be singular, it can be plural. As a third person, it can be singular, it can be plural. Dear students, pronoun can be used as object also. As an object, it can be used as first person, as second person, as third person. As first person, it can be singular, it can be plural. As second person, it can be singular, it can be plural. As third person, it can be singular, it can be plural. In the same way, a pronoun can be used in possessive case. In possessive case, it can be singular, it can be plural. It can be singular as first person. As first person, it can be plural also. As second person, it can be singular, it can be plural. As third person, it can be singular, it can be plural. Dear students, this chart guides us how a personal pronoun can be used. How a personal pronoun can be used. It can be used as subject, it can be used as object, it can be used as possessive case. In each of these three, it can be first person, second person, third person. And in each person, it can be singular or plural. Let us move forward. This is the exercise. While doing this exercise, the idea will be clear to us, and the table, the chart which we have studied just now will guide us to do this exercise. There is no need to shout, I can hear you. You and I work well together. Dash are a good team. What will be here? We are a good team. We is the pronoun that is used here as first person plural. As first person plural. Let us move to part number 3. We have got a bit of problem. Could you help me? Could you help me? This you is second person, it is singular. Could you help us is correct also. You can write here me also, but if it is written us, it will be first person plural. Let us move to the next. Part number 4 is this is a good photo. Isn't it? It is a plural. Is Samina in it? Yes, that is she. Look, she is next to Fahad. Dear students, we are using pronouns to do this exercise. Let us move to the next part, part number 5. Who did this mowing? Dear students, mow means to shape the plants, to cut the grass. I have written here I did it this morning. Is this Ahmad's bag? No, he didn't bring one. It can't belong to him. I am looking for my shoes. Have you seen them? Yes, they are there. Yes, students, I think you have got the idea to use pronouns. This is the next exercise, that is exercise B. Let us read the instructions and try to understand what are we said to do. Select a personal pronoun that agrees with the subject of each sentence. Yes, students, we are said to write here personal pronoun that agrees with the subject of the sentence. Anyone can get his name, her name in the news. Dear students, this his or her both agrees with the subject anyone. Anyone is the subject of this sentence. None of the checks were cashed. They, instead of checks, we can write here they. This they agrees with the subject of this sentence. My mother and her sister took their vacation. It will be here their, because their agrees with the subject. What is the subject? My mother and her sister. All are welcome. They just need to call for directions to the party. You just need, you and they both agree with the subject. Both are correct. You can write anyone. Let us move to the next part. Venus and Mars have their orbits nearer to Earth than to any other planets. Dear students, we use here pronoun that agrees with the subject of the sentence. We cannot write here his, her. Do you understand? Yes, move to part number 6. The band starts its tour. Dear students, in a band there can be several people, but band by itself is a singular noun. This is collective noun. In fact, this collective noun is used as a singular. That is why the verb will be singular here. That is already written. The band starts its tour. Let us move to part number 7. Any of the candidates could win. They are very much alike. Yes, we are talking about the candidates. They are several. Therefore, here will be plural. Everybody has his, her, both are correct. Own dreams and goals. Yes, students, I think you have got the idea to do that exercise. This is the next one. In this exercise, we shall discuss about the adjectives of degrees of adjective. Dear students, you know very well, adjective is a word that describes a noun. It tells us more about a noun. There are 3 degrees of an adjective. It can be of positive degree, it can be of comparative degree, it can be superlative degree. Dear students, it is very important to understand here about the use of these degrees. We use positive degree for a single noun, for a single object, for a single noun, for a single thing. We use positive degree. We use comparative degree when we compare two nouns. When we compare one noun with another noun, then we use comparative degree, and hard becomes harder, interesting becomes more interesting. Okay. We use positive degree with a noun. We use positive degree when we compare one noun with another noun. The third case is sometimes we compare one noun with several other nouns. In comparative degree, we compare one with another. But here we compare one with many. In superlative case, we compare one noun with several other nouns. I think you have got the understanding of these degrees. Let us do the exercise. Instructions say, complete the sentences by supplying the correct degrees of adjectives. Okay, my family and I went to visit Murray last summer. Of all the summers I have had, I would say this was... Okay, you can try to find out what is being compared here. Here, summer is compared with all other summers, with all previous summers. One summer, the current summer, the present summer, is compared with all other summers which had gone, all previous summers. This means we are comparing one noun with several. That is why here will be superlative degree. Superlative degree of good is best. Good is adjective, comparative degree is better, and superlative degree is best. Let us move to number 2. In Murray, we enjoyed the horse ride. I rode a horse that ran faster and faster. Yes, students. We are comparing this horse, speed of the horse, with its previous speed. That is why here will be faster and faster. Let us move to the next part. We also climbed a tree, and when I reached the highest branch, I was more tired than my sister. Here, I is compared with my sister. One noun is compared with another noun. That is why we shall write here comparative degree. Part number 4 is, I bought a jacket which was quite expensive, and my sister chose a sweater because she found it much cheaper to buy. Here we are comparing sister's choice with my choice. Let us move to part number 5. After our trip, I feel I am the luckiest boy on earth. Luckiest will be here. Here I is compared with everyone living on the earth. Dear students, we have learned about adjectives. We have learned about the degrees of adjectives, which are positive, comparative, and superlative. Dear students, sometimes it happens we have several adjectives for a noun. In that case, it is difficult for us to decide which adjective will be written first, which one will be at second place, and so on. In that case, according to grammar rule, we are said to arrange the adjectives in this sequence. First of all, we shall write the adjective telling us about the value of the noun, or it can be someone's opinion about the noun. Then we shall write the adjective which is telling us about the size of the noun. After that, there will be adjective which is telling us about the age or temperature of the noun. After that, there will be written the adjective which will be telling us about the shape of the noun. After that, we shall write the adjective which will be telling us about the color. Then the one which will be telling us about the origin of the noun. And then there will be at the end the adjective telling us about the material of the noun. Dear students, I think you have got the idea how to arrange adjectives if we have several adjectives of a noun. Let us try to understand more clearly while doing this exercise to arrange the adjectives. Dear students, here you can see in part number 1, we saw grey, huge, a, whale. All these adjectives are telling us about whale. What is the noun? Whale. Now we should know out of these three which one will become first, which one will become at second place, and which one will become at third place. They will be arranged like this: a, huge, grey, whale. And this is the sequence according to the rule which we studied on previous slide. Let us move to part number 2. Here are three adjectives: blue, medium, rubber. We shall arrange them in this sequence. First of all, there will be medium. This adjective is telling us about the size of the ball. Then there will be blue, which is telling us about the color of the ball. Then there will be rubber, that is the material of the ball. We shall arrange them in this sequence. I think you have got some idea how to arrange adjectives if there are more in number to arrange them. This is the next part. In this part we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 adjectives of bars. We shall arrange them in this sequence. A few triangular dark chocolate. Let us move to part number 4. The pyramids of Egypt are made out of rock, enormous, rectangular. They will be arranged like this. Part number 5. Shahid can eat thin crust, square 5. It will be arranged like this. Dear students, we have done 5 parts, and I think you have got the idea what is going on in this exercise. In this exercise, in each sentence we are given more than one adjectives and we are said to arrange them. How shall we arrange? We shall arrange them according to the rule that we have discussed in the beginning of this exercise. Yes, students, this is next exercise. In this exercise, we are set to pick out the adjectives, adjective phrases in each sentence. Dear students, in each sentence there is an adjective phrase. Adjective we know is a word that tells us about a noun. But if there are more words which are telling us about a noun, will be called adjective phrase. Okay, if we look here, he bore a banner with a strange device. Banner with a strange device is telling us about the banner. That is why this will be called adjective phrase. The principal of this school. Of this school is telling us more about the principal. That is why it is called adjective phrase. Let us move to part number 3. The decision of the judges. Of the judges will be adjective phrase. Let us move to the next part. The tops of the mountains. Of the mountains will be adjective phrase that is telling us about the tops. The runner in the rear. In the rear means coming behind. In the rear will be adjective phrase that is telling us about the runner. Dear students, this is exercise F. In this exercise, we are said to put in will or be going to in these sentences. Yes, students, what shall we do in this exercise? We shall fill in the blanks by using will or be going to. What shall we use? Shall we use will or we shall use be going to? How shall we decide? Do we know the rules to use will and to use be going to? No, we don't know. We have not learned the rules to use will and to use be going to. How can we do this exercise? First of all, we shall learn the rules to use will. Then we shall use the rules to use be going to. Then we shall do this exercise. Let us go and try to find out the rules to use will. Oh yes, here are the rules. That is good. Let us learn them. We use will to talk about the future. Yes, we use will and be going to talk about future. Yes, that is okay. But when to use will, when to use going to? We use will when we make prediction. What is this prediction? When we use prediction, sentence will be like this. It will be a nice day tomorrow. Oh yes, in this sentence, we are making prediction. That is why here is used will. I think Brazil will win the World Cup. This is also a prediction. Will is used. I am sure you will enjoy the film. This is also prediction. Will is used here. Yes, students, are you trying to understand when to use will? We shall use will when sentence is telling us about a prediction. Okay, we have learned first choice. When sentence is talking about prediction, we shall use will. If the sentence is telling us what someone wants or what someone is willing to do, then we shall use will. I hope you will come to my party. George says he will help us. Yes, students, in both sentences, someone is telling willingness. In that case, we use will. To make offers and promises, we use will. I will see you tomorrow. We will send you an email. Very good. Next rule is to talk about offers and promises. Tim will be at the meeting. This is promise. We use will. Mary will help with the cooking. This is offer. Will is used. That is okay. Dear students, we have learned 4 situations in which we use will. What are the situations? When we make prediction, when we want to do something or we are willing to do something, when we make offers and promises, when we talk about offers and promises, we use will. That is good. We know now when to use will. When shall we use be going to? Yes, there should be some rules also. We use be going to when we talk about plans and intentions. I am going to drive to work tomorrow. They are going to move to Manchester. Yes, students. Plans are discussed in these sentences. That is why we shall use be going to. We use be going to when we can see that something is likely to happen. Be careful, you are going to fall. Look at those black clouds. I think it's going to rain. Yes, students, when it is likely to happen something, we use going to. There are 2 situations when we use going to. First is to talk about plans and intentions. Second is when we can see that something is likely to happen. We use going to. Yes, students, we shall do the exercise. We don't have any bread. I know, I am going to. He has already planned. We don't have any bread. Really? I will get some. This is offer. Willing to do something. Why do you need to borrow my suitcase? I am going to visit. This is a plan. I am really cold. I will turn the heating on. This is willingness. This is offer. That is why will is used. Part number 5. Are you going to Jamshed's wedding tonight? Yes. Are you going to? I will give you a lift. This is offer. Are you busy today? Would you like to have coffee? Sorry. I am going to go to library. This is the plan. Why are you carrying a hammer? I am going to put up some pictures. This is again a plan. Yes, students, this is our next exercise. This is about oral communication. We are said to do this activity by giving useful expressions to show anger. Expressions are: I've just about had enough. That is going a bit too far. Are you being funny? Who do you think you are? These are the given expressions. The situation is: suppose an argument has occurred between you and your friend. What does it mean? Your friend has said you something that you did not like. How will you express your anger? Yes, dear students, while being students of English language, we are learning to express our feelings in each situation. Now the situation is your friend has said you something wrong and you want to express your anger. Dear students, usually we do this exercise in the class. We do this activity while being in the class. As there are no classes, you can do it with the help of your friend by dialing him phone on Imo. Imo is free. Dial phone to your friend, discuss with him that you want to do this activity, discuss the activity with your friend. When he is ready, you do it with his help. You express your anger to him, he will express his anger to you, and you both will be learning how to express your anger. And this is the way to do this exercise. Dear students, this is your today's homework. You will do all exercises of unit 3 that we did in today's lesson. You will do them in your notebook. That is all from our today's lesson. See you later in a new lesson. Goodbye.